Business that benefits society, technologies that make the world more convenient. Each issue of our program introduces you to people who build the future on the basis of the latest developments, principles of high social responsibility, and a caring attitude towards nature. The world of startups showcases advanced high technologies and their integration into all spheres of our modern life. Universal Medical Platform, the World News, Social Network for Internet of Things, Multifunctional Cashback Service, Tech Control, Platform for Cloud Mining, the Kazakhstan News. Today, all the data on the health of Kazakhstanis are collected and stored mostly on paper and in disparate. For example, to transfer your outpatient card from a polyclinic to a hospital, you need to physically deliver it. As a rule, this takes a lot of time and money. This problem is solved by the Kazakhstan multifunctional medical platform Damu Med. We allow all these processes to be automated. We adapt all the patient's medical data into a digital form. And thanks to this, on the one hand, an electronic patient card is formed, an electronic health passport for every patient. All interested people who provide medical care have access to this information. It is very important. For the first time, this system was tested in 2015 in the Karaganda region. Since then, 342 medical organizations and 33,000 users from 13 regions of the country have joined the service. In general, they uploaded 30 million documents to the electronic platform database. All certificates of incapacity of work that were prescribed by the doctor are kept by the user, and he can print it, give it to his boss, for example, if it is necessary. Laboratory tests are another function. Here we have the results of all the tests that the patient has taken. They are also available online. Digital fluorosis is another useful function of the application, where the user can store the results of his fluorographic examinations. The introduction of this section allowed to increase by 40% the detection of tuberculosis in preventative examinations and 10% of cancer of respiratory organs. Besides this, we also have a new feature, notification. If you signed up for an appointment with a doctor after a week or even after a longer time, so as to not forget, we notify a patient about the forthcoming visit to the doctor. Thus, patients using this platform become active participants in the process of maintaining their health. By the way, medical prescriptions are also available in electronic form, and if necessary, they can be renewed. We provide our cloud platform on a service model. This is a subscription fee for medical organizations. The subscription fee is very small. Its nominal price is 5,000 tenge from one doctor and 3,000 tenge from one nurse per month. Medical organization pays for it. Today, the programmers of this company are working to create a system for supporting the adoption of clinical decisions. The application will have built-in artificial intelligence, which will provide the doctor with information about a patient and on the most important aspects in his or her general treatment. Chinese manufacturer Xiaomi for 5 years will invest $1 billion in Indian startups to create an ecosystem of applications around its brand. The investments will be directed to the business of content development, financial technologies, hyper-local services, including mobile device repair and production. The main purpose of investment is to increase the penetration of mobile internet in India. Toshiba has issued new shares for $5.3 billion. The board of directors of the corporation was forced to take such a step because the company should cover losses from the bankruptcy of the equipment manufacturer for nuclear power plants and nuclear fuel Westinghouse. It is assumed that following the results of the emission of shares, 35% of the Japanese technological giant will be transferred to 30 foreign investment funds. Zion.City is the first Kazakhstani project that came out on the ICO. Within 2 weeks, the startup attracted $5,500,000 from 1,100 users from Kazakhstan, Russia, and Ukraine. Together, they bought 22 million tokens, that is digital shares, at 25 cents per each. The proceeds will be used to develop the decentralized social network based on blockchain technologies of the third generation. On the eve of the fourth industrial revolution, we are entering the era of the Internet of Things, and this means 25 billion of smart devices that must join the network. Our platform is designed specifically so that it can accommodate these 25 billion devices so they could connect to a single network. The architecture of the electronic platform consists of 9 planes that affect all spheres of human activity. This is a family, organization, finance, instant messages, news, things, magazine, leisure, and goodwill. These are 9 micro-social networks in which each network is unified. To make it clear to the people, imagine that they use the remote control from the TV. Roughly speaking, you'll have one entrance to 9 different TV sets, and you can include one or the other necessary system by your own needs. Also within the social network, a separate payment system with the Altin coin monetary unit has been created. Cryptocurrency will work as electronic money for rapid interaction of users with each other and with banks. We created an Altin token. It has already gone to 2 exchanges, ealtin.io and CryptoPoint, local Kazakhstan stock exchanges. At the moment, we are going to enter the Russian stock exchange, then the Indian and Chinese market. The versatility of this platform allows you to integrate with such components of the smart city as e-cooperative of apartment owners, e-school, and hospital. We ultimately plan to connect artificial intelligence that will watch over people, their interaction with this world, with the outside world, and make the necessary clues to make people's lives more optimal. And the prompts will appear based on the action being it right or wrong. The release of the alpha version of the product and its official premiere is scheduled for December 2nd, 2018. By that time, the domestic social network for the Internet of Things will pass through customization. It is adapted for the residents of the countries of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. This huge market with a population of 2.5 billion people started the starters as the main audience for their project. According to experts, on average, there are about 60 applications in the smartphone of every Kazakhstani. They clog the system memory and affect the performance of the phone. Most importantly, among such a number of icons, it is difficult to find the right program. To solve this problem, metropolitan startups developed a multifunctional platform, Senim.
Мы хотим с помощью одного приложения дать возможность человеку получить то, что ему нужно.
We want to give the person the opportunity to get what they need at any time, anywhere in Kazakhstan with the help of one application. Now we have already implemented the mobile application itself. That is, it is a payment tool. In addition, now we have already implemented 2 services. This is Sinim Food, ordering food online, and the second service, called Sinim Loan, is the provision of loans.
Заказ еды онлайн с доставкой. И второй сервис – это Sinim Loan. Это предоставление займов.
Today, the partner network of the service includes 600 outlets. They are located in 4 Kazakhstan cities: Astana, Almaty, Shymkent, and Kyzyl-Orda. We expect the increase in new customers and the expansion of the customer base in the first place. Also, we are interested in cooperation in terms of delivery of food, which allows you to quickly make a delivery to the customer and pay for his money in a non-cash way. In the food delivery section, a list of all partner institutions is displayed. Here you can place an order, choose a dish, the address of delivery, and pay the bill with money that is on the conditional balance, or use your bonuses. How to replenish it? You need to have a card of any Kazakhstan bank, and for this we click on the option Top Up the Balance. Enter the amount, for example 10,000 tenge. Push refill. Then the standard page of Bank Kazkom, stylized to our page, opens.
Который нам предоставил Казкоммерцбанк, стилизованная под нашу страницу.
Then you need to enter your credit card details. After that, it will be notified that the money is credited to the balance. By the way, if a user purchases goods from service partners, he can accumulate a so-called cash back, 10% of the purchase price.
Мы не берем комиссии с продаж. То есть продавцы получают...
We do not take commissions from sales. Sellers receive the full amount of money they have haggled. We take an insignificant commission of 1% of the balance of funds at the end of each calendar month.
Суммы остатка средств в конце каждого календарного месяца.
In addition, 1% is charged when the entrepreneur withdraws funds from the platform. At the same time, if the seller has managed to use all the money by the end of the calendar month, then accordingly he does not pay the commission. In the future, we plan to develop such a direction as business to consumer for ordinary people like us, so that we could, for example, order a taxi, we could order food delivery, we could order the home equipment to our home. In 2018, the founders of the multifunctional cashback service have big plans. It is necessary to expand the functionality of the program and correct all the shortcomings in order to scale the business to other cities of Kazakhstan. First of all, to Usk-Kamenogorsk and then Karaganda. Then domestic startups will start the next stage of the project, entering the Russian and CIS markets. Fundraising. Example of use. Anton needs $10,000 to start up a pizza business. He participated in a business fundraising event and found 4 investors who agreed to invest $2,500 each in his business. Oljas Kundakbayev, General Director of Payment Organization. Experience in creating and promoting financial products. Specialization, IT, FinTech. Review for the startup. Crypto Farm. Crypto Farm is a service which provides equipment lease services for crypto mining for a duration up to 15 years.
По облачному майнингу.
According to the cloud mining, it's really interesting because now, in order to mine for cryptocurrency, you need an infrastructure and it's not cheap. Firstly, the equipment must be bought, installed somewhere and managed. And if it's a cloud infrastructure, then you do not need to do this because you pay the service for what it does for your cryptocurrency. This is an interesting approach.
Каждый день сложность майнинга биткоина.
Every day, the complexity of the mining for bitcoins increases. Today, it is still possible to mine, but it turns out that every day the whole logic becomes more complicated. If earlier it was possible to do several dozens of Satoshi if it was part of a bitcoin, now this part is getting smaller and smaller. 30 million is a good enough amount. I think that for the initial stage, the guys will be enough. To rent a server, to put some kind of technology on it, a self-written or somewhere you need to take it and start attracting users. In general, it is interesting, but with all the cryptocurrencies, there is a fundamental question, the value they bear. What can I buy for this cryptocurrency? Now this question doesn't have enough answers because any value is now being extracted. Some prime cost is invested in it, and at the expense of it, cost as a whole is growing. And an expendable part of cryptocurrency spending are only electricity and material, those cars which are bought in order to mine. If it is a cloud service, it means that the user will not have any infrastructure at all. That is, he simply leases power and mines. But what will be the value of this cryptocurrency? This will be the question. At the Nazarbayev University, they invented unique batteries. They work 5 times longer, they are safe for humans, and cost on average 30% cheaper than standard batteries. The essence of the technology is as follows. Toxic heavy metals, cobalt, manganese, and lead, which are commonly used in all batteries, have been replaced with sulfur. Graphite is used as the anode here. This significantly reduces the cost of production. Kazakhstan, a mobile application for cancer prevention, OncoScreen, has been officially launched. Now you can pass a special test for cancer diagnosis without leaving home. In addition, doctors through this platform can share experiences and ordinary users can learn more about their health. The Onco test will reveal the risks and prompt which examinations to pass on, and through the application it will be possible to receive online consultation of oncologists.